Right, we're going to start this painting off, second one of the series. Another chap wanted one doing. My friend there fishing away. And I'm not going to take the whole of the scene in, I'm just going to take about that much in. And try and get the basics done this morning, and I'll be able to possibly fit him in when he comes this afternoon into it. Right, last time I'm going to just whip in the basics with a little bit of blue. Just draw in my drawing. Just have a little bit of the house coming in. I don't have to, but this guy just liked a little bit in there, so grass is all coming in there. And there's a gap there. That's where the grass is coming up here. And we're almost ready to start painting as quickly as that. Bits come right the way around here, and the actual composition of the darker water is coming in through there to lead off the picture there. And we might just have a little bit of a house just showing. Yeah, that's enough. Now get a big brush and away we go again. Nice big 3/4 inch again, and we've got a lovely sky today. So on we go with the cerulean again, straight in here. We've got to whack colour on to get going. Yeah. So we're going to start adding some lovely blues into it. Some white as well in this case, even though it's a warmer blue. There we go, right up into here. And that in there. Putting the blue on before I put the clouds on. I put the clouds in on top. Nice fluffy sky today. It was a watery sort of sky last time, wasn't it? This time a little bit stronger. And those blues up here even stronger still. Get that depth of sky going now there. Clouds on there. Let that dry a little bit. Mix up some yellow ochre and white. Hardly ever use lemon yellow or yellow in making the sky. It's usually the slightly warmer yellow, the yellow ochre, which gives me a lovely white. And we'll start to get these lovely clouds going on in the background here. A bit more white, and we'll start to find some of these lighter clouds coming behind. Don't want too much cloud suddenly appearing, because when you start painting clouds, you suddenly find yourself putting too much in at times. Yeah, now let's make some grey, and to make the grey we'll use blue and brown. Very useful way to make greys. Nice blue brown grey going on here under these clouds. There's a bit more light in it. Not too dark. Right through to there. Prussian blue again, and light deep green. Shadow along there, right in. There's a bit of house here. Now, I've just got to come back again a bit. Just get these bits of sky that I've missed out. The sunlight shines through this beautiful clear water, giving us the effect of showing the underneath here. gravel. Let that dry off a bit. Come back to the light colours in a moment. Just want to come on down here around these stones. Here comes the sunlight. Now let's start to get some sunlight in then. Let's take some of the lighter greens now, with our lemon yellows, our much lighter yellows, a bit of white, a touch of green, just to start to tickle in these lovely trees that are shining with the sunlight in the background here. Flick them in right through down there. The colour will change as it comes forward. We're just letting the sunlight catch the tips of the leaves as it comes through, cascading down through here. And those warmer greens will play against the cooler greens. Warm, strong greens there, almost orangey greens in places. And the colours tend to sink, so I've got to go back and put them in quite often. Bird song in the background is so lovely, isn't it? Wish I could paint my pal into this now, because he's out there fishing. The other fellow wants to be in, so we're not going to do that so easily today. Clear water just glazing in. Back to the water there. Before I put these light blues in, I'm going to just get in the rest of my dark greens here. I've got to get some more paint out. Need some more. Right, new tape in the camera. We can get on painting. I was just about to take my deeper colours down here and just get some of these darker purples and blues that are coming right down through here, so that I can put my pebbles over them in a minute. I just want to get this white canvas covered. I don't want that there, get rid of that later. I want to go down brushes soon. I'm going to go down to a ½ inch here and just look at some of that background. And just, there's a bit of light blue going, light green going on. A little bit more yet. Over to here, getting these reflections. Using cerulean blue and a little bit of magenta through here. To start to build up these very light bits of light that are blowing across the surface of the water right to the background here. Stronger cerulean is from the sky here. Really start to get some of these lovely bits of light coming in here now. So don't just use horizontal strokes for water. How many times have I seen even teachers saying to do that? Get to your verticals first. Get in these lovely bits of shadow and reflection first, and then back to your surface water. Right. I want to be starting on my more detail soon. Down to my ½ inch again. Build up the stonework. the sun's out, we can really start to find these beautiful colours that are in here. Try and give an impression of this beach going on all right through here. Really push these lights and darks, warms and cools, find them, push them, really get this light going. Some lovely colour in here that we want to find. The feeling of the clear water and the pebbles underneath. Find these warms as well as the cools. They are there. And it will help to make the blue seem bluer if you use the opposites in the colour circle. Building up these layers of warm and cool greens in the background, letting the dark glow through to make the darks on my shadows. Come through with the warmer greens, little bits of leaf and all sorts of things that are going on there. Use different texture, make the marks about the object you're painting. You know, it's no good painting a long mark for a short leaf, is it? So we're going to make the marks about what we're painting here. We've got the sunlight out. While it's out, I want to get these leaves in, try and catch the sunlight, the effects of the light. So we've worked from loose to tighter and tighter. You can't work tight and then go looser. It just doesn't, you can't do it. You have to work this way to get it to work. Loose to tight. Larger brushes first, smaller brushes at the end. Yeah, I'm almost to the stage where I can't do much more. I've got to wait for him to come, you know. I can go and fish again and try and get the barbel down there. But sit there and I'm going to catch some small ones. I didn't really keep that down. But I think that's almost, I want to go into those little pinks. I'm just going to put a bit more detail into the background now. We want some of these flowers going on in the background. There's
Right, from Tadcaster.
We're almost done this one. I'm going to stop there and put the client in when he comes, fishing here I hope. So we're going to put this fella into the painting. That's great. That's fine. Yep. Rigger. It's called a rigger. We can just indicate this chap's fishing rod with a very fine line.
Got a bend in it.
Dead right.
Got to put a bend in it, Peter. This is where fish is going to splash.
That about right, you think?
That looks lovely. It just sets the pace. Just that character in the centre there,
yeah, it just sets it off. It
finishes it
more,
off
that's
perfectly.
Right.
What a difference that makes.
It does, doesn't it?
Isn't it?
We'll have a few fish just rising down here. Eh?
Stay there a minute.
There we are, painting finished. So this is a martin. Got Derek here anyway, and I think he's pleased with it. I hope he is. I put him in it anyway now. He's caught a 20 pounder on there. I put the splash in for him. You haven't seen that yet. Are you pleased with it?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just going to have a look now, and then I'll come back and
go on the front of the camera and see and tell them that.
Wow, isn't that amazing? What a difference that makes, just adding that little character there.
Just, yeah, superb, absolutely. And it makes the trees now become like the proper
scale?
size, yeah.
That's right.
And
I
like all these little flashes here.
Yeah.
There's a few flashes in here which presumably are barbel, that might be a barbel flash.
Right, got a little few fish just rising here.
Yes, you can see
You've got one on
fish there.
You've got one on that.
One on there, it's splashing here, look.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Bending your rod.
You'll see more and more in it. The more you look, you'll see all the little roses in the background and the
It's only a day,
flowers and
so mate.
Well, I'm going to be painting this lovely view behind me. We've got a motor going in the distance which doesn't help the pump that's pumping up some irrigation, but lovely scene that I've been asked to paint here, in acrylics, and I'm going to put 2 rods out as well for Barbel, just in case in between while I'm fishing. So we'll have a go at this rather nice scene, try and do it in a couple of hours for him, and I hope you enjoy sharing this as part of this whole film and fishing. You know, it's all part of the experience for me. I do a little bit of everything. And I'm going to get down to some painting now. Before I start painting, I'm just going to set up these 2 rods here, and I've got some spam to try today and a couple of boilies, and I want to put those on to a hair rig I've made up. Just bring that back. So I'm going to put those through with a baiting needle. I'm going to put 2 of these small boilers on to see what happens. Right, it just comes through. All I need is a wee stop. So in the end, and there we go. That one's on, ready to go. Now the luncheon meat on the other one. Basically, I've diced these up already. Nice size. And push the hook right the way through to the other side. Bring it out, turn it round, place it back inside, and we're ready to cast. Where I want to cast is just down the bottom of the swing down here, the other side. Like that. Just let it run down a ways. And that can go back into the rod rest. Same with the other one. I'm going to start off with a little round brush. Just do my basic drawing first, work out a composition. I'm going to use a little bit of ultramarine blue for that. Instead of drawing, I prefer to use a brush for this sort of work. What do I want, the composition? I think it'd be rather nice to have a tree coming in here. And down. So I'm using my hands like that just to find a frame first of all. Down and round, down, forward towards us. There we are, ready to go just about. The river's coming through there, across here, in here, out, shadows down there. Right, so we'll take a bigger brush. Now, right straight into the colour. Well, I'm into another barbel here. See what we can do. Not a very big one, I don't think, but it's not bad all the same. It's a nice fish. Looks about £5. About £5. sunshine really. There we go. And we're up into the net. Lovely. And another lovely fish, about £5. Well, another £5 or so for about 4.5. Not quite 5, but a lovely fish, nice and sleek. Certainly moves fast in the water. There she goes. Starting to turn into a painting. Yeah. Now let's see if we can just put our fisherman in. A little bit of green, a river, just to get his body, a little bit of dark, like that, and a wee touch of light orangey pink. Just do it if we get them in the right places. There we go. And here, a little bit more gold. Stand back and see what it looks like.